Bud Light could lose its status as the nation's top-selling beer over the backlash from its partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney. So far, Bud Light sales reportedly already plunging 26% in the wake of that deal. OutKick founder Clay Travis joined us now to react. Hey, Clay.
How are you, Ainsley?
I'm doing great. What do you think about that? Ashley was reporting this earlier, and she said that Modelo is just creeping up there. It's on pace to take over.
Well, first, I'm jealous. I hope you have a good time over in London for the coronation.
That
should be really cool. I'll be watching on Saturday. But for Bud Light, I think this is an unmitigated disaster. And it is completely and totally self-inflicted. And I don't really know how they are going to climb out of this mess, because people are now ridiculing others when they see them drinking Bud Light. Like, if you're a guy and you're out at a bar, for a long time, people would just sort of order Bud Light because it was a generic name brand that everybody knew. Now, many people, when they walk up to the bar or they go out to the grocery and they're buying beer, they're thinking to themselves, I'll buy anything other than Bud Light. And I think this is a warning to all brands out there that have learned over the past 20 years or so, there are no consequences for going super woke in terms of trying to appeal to the far left wing in this country. And then Bud Light puts out this, remember, it was a March Madness advertisement, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I've got a theory for you, Ainsley. I'm curious what you would say. Look, to me, this is also representative of most of Bud Light's brand is purchased by men. And in the trans universe, men, by and large, have not responded favorably to influencers relating to the trans audience, right? Women, it seems, there are lots of men like Dylan Mulvaney who decide to identify as women that women have responded to in a favorable way, at least according to marketing. There are none that I can think of, women who now identify as men, that men have responded to. And so I think it's emblematic of Bud Light not really understanding who their consumer is and alienating. Let's be honest, who was Bud Light going to add by advertising in this manner versus the people that they alienated? Ainsley, they used to make everybody laugh. They used to sell football. They used to sell, partying. They used to sell, let's be honest, humor and also pretty women, right? That was the way you got men to buy beer, and that's none of these things. So I think it's just struck a discordant tone. And if I were in charge of Bud Light right now, and they're trying to do it, I don't know if you saw, they ran a ridiculous country music ad to try to appeal to, I guess, here it is, old school. This is what they used to do in terms of the way to sell, and they've just broken. They've broken their brand, and I think they're in trouble, and I think it's a warning sign to brands everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, either if you're going to get into politics, know your audience. You bring up a good point. Thank you so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.